G'day. It's been a little while and some stuff's happened. The wheels fell off. I can tell you right now they didn't fall off. They took a hell of a lot of effort to get off actually. They hadn't been off for a long time. And the cool thing is we're actually now putting the thing back together. So tyres are off. Most of these are pretty good. Like I've said before, I'm going to change the drive tyres to a bit more of an aggressive pattern and, you know, swap the rims. I'll do those by hand. I'll do a video on those. I'm sorry, I haven't been videoing for a while because, don't know actually, I just haven't. So anyway, I think on this episode, might just take you for a bit of a walk around what's going on. It is the weekend again and I have been busy roughing in, so we might catch a bit of that tomorrow, but we'll see how we go. So anyway, yeah, as I said, wheels are off. Chance to get a good look underneath. There's plenty of room under there. Probably have to replace 6 shocks. I've still got to get the drums off. The airbags look pretty good. Don't see any cracks in them. Probably 2 hubs need adjusting. The bearing just has a tiny bit of play. We're not talking a lot, but you can feel it with the wheel on. So, and it's very, very minor. So I'll probably give those an adjustment anyway. I mean, I've got to pull you can see there's a little bit of oil in there, but probably not as much as I'd like, and it did run back like that. It's fine. There was one that was a bit lower, obviously didn't get hot, and yeah, the hubs are still running pretty quietly, so I'm happy with that. This happened. This was a mongrel. Those lights I nearly set fire to myself welding those on. TIG welding is not my strong point, I'm happy to admit, but I'm pretty happy with these. And yeah, I'll chuck up, there's a bit of footage there. I don't know if it's already come up, but anyway, yeah, we just went through a bit of a quick little design. Chopped them up on the plasma cutter, folded them up and TIG welded them on. So now we have these really nice, I think they're a Phillips. They're a no-name driving light, but they incorporate all the Phillips LED gear, and I've never really had an issue with Phillips. In all my years of electrical contracting, that stuff was always reliable. So I think they were about $134. They're a 9-inch driving light, good for about 2Ks. So yeah, if we are sort of traveling at night, hopefully they'll pick up out in the bush somewhere, you know, just a camel or I mean, Christ, if we hit a camel on this thing, I'm dead anyway. So, but anyway, hopefully I'll pick it up well before I get there. So they're mounted, and now we've just got to start wiring. The stone guard was an interesting thing. That obviously started as a denning part, and I utilised the brackets. Thanks, Dad.
No worries, Wal. Ta-da.
So he parted with those, and I reused this section here, and then I rolled a new, guard, I guess. Wrapped it all in mesh. It's come up pretty good actually. It definitely changes the look of the bus. I've probably got a grainy photo because my camera's rubbish on my phone, but yeah, sort of finishes off the front end a bit better. So we'll go inside and we'll have a bit of a squiz in here at what's going on, and yeah, thanks for sticking with us this long, if you've managed to stay this long. So it's happening, it's going back together. So we're in what you would class as a rough-in stage. So that's cables, plumbing, HVAC, getting everything that needs to go in behind the cladding. That's all starting to happen now. We're about a third of the way through the lighting at this point. And skylight was replaced. And I can't think of the name of the company, and I'll put it up, but Nathan was fantastic to deal with, really easy. Just sent me out a whole new skylight, so no problems there. Just unscrewed it and switched it over, and was really good about it. Product was obviously damaged in transit, and those guys had no issues replacing it. So really happy with those guys. I can't remember the name of them, I'm sorry. They do have an eBay store, and I'll chuck it up and I'll link it in the description as well. Check them out. They do a lot of caravan parts, and we've used them for quite a few things. The UFO's up there. So that's an omnidirectional antenna. Again, eBay. Buying most of this caravan stuff from eBay because I don't have to run around and get it. So that was about $230, and they claim that it's good anywhere in the country. Although I've been told that before by TV antenna people, and I bought one that was handmade by a guy, and I tell you what, I couldn't get reception in my backyard. That was terrible. So. So that's happened. Obviously, you've seen the last video of the skylights. We've also got this fitted now, so the exhaust for the shower, that's going in. Switch wiring's here because we have issues with little short people who come in and do their business and stink out the entire caravan. And it's only because they can't reach the fan. So putting that on a switch, and the shower screen will have a gap, so that'll draw air up there, and that's fine. And that's how it's fitted. It's just glued in at the moment, and then obviously the bottom piece clamps it into the ceiling. So that was clamped down and Sikaflexed in. It honestly took about 10 minutes to fit. What else is going on? This afternoon I just spent a bit of time. Actually, I'll grab the floodlight so you can see. This took a bit of effort actually. And I'll explain to you what I'm doing. The air conditioning system, a lot of people remove these. I've chosen not to because I want the cooling capacity while we're traveling. And a lot of people will run the domestic household units they've got while they're on the road. I guess you can. There's nothing saying that you can't, but this is a big air conditioning system, and I think you might as well use it. It needs a serious service. Like, she's looking a bit sad. I have had it running, but I don't think it's got any gas in it, and I think she's got a few little issues. So we'll probably get somebody from Coach Air out to have a look, but I'll give it a good vac. You can see up there, it's not looking great. So we'll get in there and give that a vac out, and should be happy days. They're pretty reliable units from what I understand. And hopefully when I find a Coach Air service agent, hopefully they're happy to be on camera, and we'll go through it. Not a big deal. But the drains and probably the supplies for the aircon unit have not been a contentious issue in this, but it's certainly taken a bit to decide what we're going to do. Originally I was going to move all the supply pipes to the aircon, and then looked at what I was actually gaining, and I'm actually really gaining nothing. I can walk under these with a very slight stoop, and I'm comfortable with that. So new reverse camera cabling's in, and I'll fit that hopefully tomorrow, and that's another job done. What else? We've got over here, we've got the heating cable, the heating hoses. They take coolant from the engine, obviously, and run up to an exchanger in the heating and cooling unit or on the bus. These I can relocate myself, and I'm going to. I'm just going to trim one back and sort of set them up a bit higher, just so I can get in there. And then obviously we'll step the ceiling down and around these in the bedroom, and that's obviously the intake for the engine. We can't get around that. I'm not going to cut that out. That would be absolute madness, especially in the dusty environments. The intake for the engine's up nice and high, and you know, why would you want to ruin that? So drains are in. They run straight down. They run between will drain between the drive and the tag. Nothing too serious. Use a bit of rubber hose here for the drain because it was a bit easier to bend, and that's now all tucked up there nice and neatly. The loom for the aircon and I think some stuff down the back is all sort of back in now and running forward. No, I haven't put it in split tubing because there's no need. I'll put something in here just in case there's chafing. There won't be. It's the original loom that I pulled out was run the same way. And after 26 years of service, there was not one bit of chafing on any of those cables. So that's probably a testament to how well this thing rides. And I can certainly vouch for it too. It was a absolutely sensational ride. So yeah. So I'm really sorry, guys. It's been a little while, and yeah, a lot's been going on. So what I might do is end this one here. Thanks for keeping up with it. And the next video I'll do, you know, we'll go through, I don't know what we're going to do. I've got to get the RG6, the shielded cable in for the TV antennas. Interesting thing too, the Starlink satellite turned up. Although it's not the RV one, which I've emailed them. I haven't seen anything come back yet. That was a week ago. But we are on the Roam account. So the Roam account allows you to pause your subscription. And that's what we've done. So we've got the Starlink infrastructure now for the bus, and then we just pause the account and while I construct it. So yeah, we're going to run some of that cabling as well, get that organized, and I'll do a video on that. It's not pretty rudimentary sort of stuff. I'm probably not going to do much of a video on the 240, although I am a licensed electrician. I don't really want to show people how to do it. I think you should go and get a licensed contractor to do that for your own safety, and I most certainly won't be taking responsibility for any work that you do in the 240 volt space and whatever. So I'll put that disclaimer out there now. You'll definitely see it in stages as it goes, but I won't be showing you how I do it, just for that simple reason. So yeah, it's been a bit, and I've sort of got my mojo back for filming. So thanks for looking at this one. If you've made it this far, click the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, say good day, whatever. Any questions, ask. And I'll put the links up in the description for, some of the stuff we've picked up lately. So yeah, cool. We'll see you later.